What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. As always, if you guys are enjoying this series, make sure you leave a like on the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, we were working on a story order that actually made us purchase an entire new facility. We now own the test path facility, so we can better test, suspension, brakes, that sort of stuff. And at the end of all of that, we still didn't level up. So I've done one car off camera. We are now level 13, which means we are ready to see our next story order. We have a 1983 Volkswagen Golf. You guys know I'm a Golf fan, so this should be a fun one. It reads, "Hi, I just got back from a business trip, and you won't guess what was waiting for me. My beautiful car. I hopped in and set off for an evening ride. From the very start, something caught my attention. The car drove better, somewhat. After this lengthy introduction, I will explain. It turned out that my son had a little adventure with my car. I'm impressed by his attitude because he took matters into his own hands. I must admit, I remember this one. Kind of. I don't remember what his car was, but I remember his son, breaking it and bringing it in for us to fix. I must admit that the car never drove better than after your repairs. You're a wizard. You're a freaking lizard. Today I've got my son's car for you. I want to repay him for making my gem." That's right, dude. He kept calling the car his dad's gem. "Give me even more pleasure from driving." Kind of a weird way to phrase that, but okay. "The kid couldn't afford a renovation. Please make the engine reach perfection and give it some spark. The bodywork needs some love. Pimp this ride and add a bit more horsepower." Interesting. Let the kid live a little. See, what a nice dad. So we have repair or replace body panels, change the oil, drain old and refill with new, spray at the factory color. We have a paint booth for that, and then some other tasks. So the thing that really strikes me as interesting from this is when he says, "Pimp this ride and add a bit more horsepower." I'm assuming this might be the story order where we purchase or have to purchase the dyno. Let's take a closer look, right? We'll accept the order. We'll see what this thing's all about. I'm excited, dude. Oh, a green Golf. I like it. Got the vehicle moved over to the car wash. First, we're going to wash the outside. I would like to see them maybe add a speed up type feature to the car wash, an interior detailing kit, maybe something you can upgrade, unlock as you move forward, because it does take a little bit longer than you want it to, I will admit. So now that we've done that, let's move it to car lifter A, and we'll go through the vehicle's car status. We have 3 pages of undiscovered parts. We'll call it 2 because there's only 1 on the 3rd page. Repair or replace front right door, front right fender, and the hood. Okay, front right door, which is this one, front right fender, and the hood. We can take care of those really quick, no big deal. Wait, does it not? Oh, it does have a window. Okay, never mind. It didn't look like it had any glass in it. Okay, so we've got those removed. Then we have changed the oil, spray at the factory color. We can do that pretty easily. Increase tuning of a car by 10 to 15%. Increase tuning of a car. We can't do that as of right now, so we're definitely gonna have to purchase something. And then it says perform wheel alignment, which we can do now with our handy dandy test path. But let's come over here and we'll see how much the actual dyno costs, dude. 20 G's. Builds dyno center near your garage, allows to measure the power of the car, extend your services by mechanical tuning. Required expansions, none, so that's good. It is just a fixed, flat 20,000 buckaroonies. We're gonna go ahead and unlock it because we need to. I mean, we have to be able to finish the story order. However, we only have 11 G's left. So this is maybe gonna suck a little bit. We might not have enough money to complete this. But next to our car wash, we now have the Dinostar Facility out here. Let's go inside, take a peek around, see what's good. So we have a pit still, which is kind of interesting. I'm not really sure what that would be used for necessarily, but pretty sweet. And it is set up for all-wheel drive. It looks like we have rollers in the front here, and then we have rollers in the rear. And by that, okay, all you actual mechanics out there, I don't mean that you can only tune all-wheel drive vehicles. I just mean that it's all-wheel drive capable. Normally, they only have 1 set of rollers, either for the front or just for the rear. So this one is good for all around everything. We can't actually use it because we don't have a car in here, but this is exciting. This is a good step in the right direction for our hopefully future performance shop. We'll kind of see how things play out here. So back to the car's status. Of course, we do have a ton of things to diagnose and figure out where the bad stuff is. I'm assuming it's gonna be the wheels because they look pretty dirty, pretty gross. I have a feeling under the vehicle is where we're gonna find most of the gremlins. Oh yeah, dude, these wheels for sure shot, but then the front, we got a dusted axle, looks like a dusted front drive shaft, another dusted axle. Oh no, it's gonna be engine related too though. We got a nasty fuel filter down there. Fuel rail looks to be in working condition. Air filter, hang on. Air filter's pretty dirty. All right, well, let's just start going through things, shall we? I'm gonna start by just unfastening all of the wheels, so we can figure out if the tires are bad, if the rims are bad, or both, you know? Okay, now that we have the wheels removed from the vehicle, I did notice that maybe we have a couple of brake pads that might need replaced, but we're gonna come over to the tire changer and just dismount or separate the tire from the rim for all 4 of these bad boys. Okay, with those all separated, we're gonna take a peek at the car status just to make sure. Yes, we do have the 4 rims and the 4 tires that do need to be replaced. So we have a standard tire B and a rim retro 10. We'll hop in the store really quick. Actually, let's hop in our inventory so we can get the tire size first. Standard tire B, a 175/70 13. Was it a rim retro 10B or was it just a rim retro 10? Oh my god, I don't remember. Just a 10. And I didn't pay attention to the offset, but I'm just gonna assume that it was 0. Yeah, offset ET of 0. So we're good. Now we're not gonna need the old ones like at all, so I'm just gonna get rid of them really quick. And we'll get these freshies mounted up, dude. Before we just go ahead and remount these though, I do want to remove the brake caliper, at least on the front, because these front pads look pretty gross. Let's see, 36%. Go to the car status. Brake pads. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna go around to each brake rotor and just disassemble it really quick to make sure that the pads are in good condition. 23%. That one's much worse. And then the rear looks okay. I don't know. I might actually leave the rear alone because it doesn't look like it needs replaced. After we get this thing kind of loosely reconstructed, I do want to try to take it to the test path to see if we can at least, you know, diagnose some other suspension or brake related things. But for now, we'll just get 2 pads so we can put these wheels back on. Okay, but before we do the wheels, of course, we do still have these drive shafts that need replaced, or axles rather, but we're gonna replace this one, the other one, the drive shaft. There we go. Let's get them all marked really quick and we'll get them taken out straight away. Got the freshies put on, and this might seem a little bass-ackwards, but I am gonna drain the oil and refill with new just so we can maybe take it to the test path and see what else is wrong with this thing. But I'm not really sure if we can take it there if the engine doesn't run, because it does require you to use the throttle in order to like move the vehicle forward and backward. And while we're under here, we're gonna remove the i4 oil filter. There we be. Snag a new one of those from the store. And I completely forgot to mention this, but I did install the newest DLC for Car Mechanic Sim 21, which is the Jaguar DLC. So hopefully we'll see one of those later on down the road. Now we just gotta lower this thing back down to the ground, and then we'll top the oil off. Oh, and I have the body panels too. I forgot I purchased those, so we'll slap those on real quick. Looks like that power steering reservoir might actually need topped off as well, but I think that was part of the other tasks that we had to do, so we'll probably save that for later. But oil's been topped off. Let's add these body panels that we had. We do have to get these painted yet, and gotta make sure we match it, the factory color, that nice bright green. All right, let's go ahead and try to move this vehicle now to the test path. It moved it. It moved it. That's a good sign, right? Good sign. Are you sure you want to proceed? Yes. Oh, it starts? I didn't know it started. Okay, we haven't done anything to the engine other than change the oil, so I guess that's a good sign. Front brakes could still use a little bit of work anyways. Rear, definitely right rear. We're gonna have to check that out for sure. We got front suspension being tested right now. We'll see. That's looking a little bad on the... Actually, they're about the same. The color is the only thing that stood out to me at first. And we'll test the rear. All right, we're looking pretty nasty, but it's not terrible. Definitely not terrible. Let's exit the vehicle so we can turn this thing off, dude. It sounds like it's got a pretty nasty exhaust leak, but all these components seem to be in working condition. It's not replaceable, not yet. Let's check the car status, make sure we didn't find out something we didn't know about. No, okay, we still have a ton more parts yet to be discovered, and this did not help us whatsoever. But while we're here, we can at least align the vehicle, since we did replace the both rims and tires, actually. I'm sure this thing's probably just a little out of alignment. And there we go. Nice and straight again. Okay, and then the headlamp alignment. I want to check this out too. Just make sure that that's good. Nicely done. And now we can move the vehicle back to car lifter A. We'll just continue with our diagnosis, I guess. We'll pop the hood and kind of go through some of our diagnostic tools we have. So we'll start with the fuel pressure tester. Since we know the vehicle can turn over, it might just not be healthy enough to really stay running for a long time. Fuel filter, I completely forgot about that, dude. We saw that after our visual inspection. Granted, it was a very brief visual inspection. We did notice that. So let's actually just quickly buy one of those from the store, and we'll get that thing thrown in there. There we go. Moving on to compression tester. Just make sure the bottom end is nice and sealed up, or sealing well, I should say, with the piston rings. Looks runnable. Yeah, looks fine there. Next tool then is gonna be the OBD scanner. OBD Reader 500 Pro, brother. Typical spark plugs. That'll get you. They'll get you every time. They really will. Oh, okay. I was thinking for a second there, I was like, wait a minute. Do you have to remove the cylinder head to get to the spark plugs? That doesn't make a lick of sense. You do have to remove this exhaust manifold cover though, this heat shield. So that's gonna come off. There we go. Now we can see the ignition leads right here. We're gonna pull those off. And with that done, we can remove each and every spark plug. Oh yeah, I should probably just mark 4 of those. There we go. And now that we've got 4 brand spanking new ones from the store, we're gonna get these thrown in. I should actually be upgrading these with tunable, quote unquote, tunable parts for additional horse puppies, shouldn't I? Oh, we might have to, we might have to take those back out, or we could upgrade anything else and just hope that it doesn't really cost that much. Let's check our car status one more time. Okay, only, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more parts. Brake fluid reservoir is also pretty low, I've just noticed, but let's go back into part unmount and we'll try some of these other tools. I don't think we have to do the tread tester because we replaced both the rim and the tire, so those should be brand new. No issues on those, but let's do the multimeter. We'll see if there's any electrical gremlins with this thing. Nothing, dude. It like completely checks out. Okay, so in that case, since we do still have some problematic parts somewhere, I'm gonna start by just disassembling the front cover here. Or front cover. God, I'm an idiot. The valve cover, we're gonna take that off. Yep, just as I expected, dude. Dusted camshaft. So we're gonna take this thing out. And then rather than buying just your standard, you know, factory replacement, we're gonna do an upgraded camshaft to, I'm not gonna try to give this vehicle some gnarly chop. Like, I don't want it to be blub, 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 blubbin'. But I do want to hopefully increase the horsepower by replacing this bad boy. So we're just gonna mark that it's an i4 single overhead cam, and then we're gonna go into the store under the tune-up shop, the tuning shop. We're gonna search for that camshaft. So this will give us a 2.75% performance boost. I'm pretty sure is what that means. We'll buy just one of those, and maybe that'll be enough, you know? Maybe we won't have to do that much more. Oh, SERP belt, there we be. Okay, I think we just found the other nasty parts. Yeah, there we go. 2 SERP belts. Let's grab those really quick while we're thinking about it. And we still got to yoink a couple of different things off of this to get that timing cover taken off. Perfect. Now we found our next broken component. That's going to be the belt tensioner. And then I think this belt is probably going to want to be replaced? Yes, maybe. Let's just get it anyways. You know what? It can't hurt. Pull off this last cam gear, and then we'll pull out the camshaft. Now that we've done that, we can add our brand new one, but I'm actually gonna check the car status first. Just make sure we got one more, dude. We got one more undiscovered part. So it could be a little bit further. Well, no, it couldn't be either. Any further than below the cylinder head here would just be the block. And we've already done the compression test, so we learned that the pistons are in working order. Let's just go ahead and get the new one thrown in there. Why not? We'll get it all buttoned back up. The upgraded camshaft is in, and all the timing components are now reinstalled. Let's just go through this one more time. Dude, it's just one last part. And we did the fuel test, so it's not gonna be something stupid like the fuel filter or the fuel pump in the rear. It's gotta be just something dumb. Something I completely glossed over. But what? Come to think of it, I don't know if we know what condition the air filter's in. Could that be the faulty part, maybe? Check the car status, and air filter I4B, that is sure as heck the missing part. All right, so all we gotta do now is buy a brand spanking new one of those and get that thing thrown in. And that's everything, is it not? Let's go through the list one mo again, just to triple check. Yes, that is everything now reinstalled or replaced. So let's move to spraying at the factory color, or should we do the other tasks? Let's do the other tasks first. Dude, increasing the tuning of the vehicle by 10 to 15% might actually prove kind of difficult. We've only thrown a cam in this thing, so we might actually have to take out the spark plugs and try to do something different there. But let's top off the power steering fluid and the brake fluid in the meantime. And here I am thinking initially that we weren't gonna have enough credits to be able to work on this vehicle, but we are just killing it, dude. Okay, the last thing now in other tasks is just to do the tune. So let's move the vehicle over to the paint shop now so we can get a respray on this thing. And lastly, will be the tuning, I think. Look at that, dude. A nice, oh, it's almost like a semi-chameleon. You can kind of get a little hint of yellow when you go over it. It is obviously a gloss paint, so it's not supposed to look chameleon, but it's a nice color. I actually really enjoy this. Oh, wait. It says the factory color, not the current color. Let's back out of this and just make sure. I'm pretty sure that that said factory color. Spray it the factory color. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Spray it a nice gloss white. I do really like the green. I think I like the green a little bit more, but this is what the client wants, so that's what the client's gonna get. 1,000 buckaroonies. We're gonna spray that bad boy. Nicely done. The white still works, like it's not a bad color, but again, the green, kind of pimping in my opinion. Now that we have the paint done, let's move the car to our new dyno. This is gonna be our first vehicle on the dyno. It's kind of sad that it's gonna be a lower horsepower vehicle, but still, it'll be something nonetheless. Are you sure you want to proceed? Yes, ma'am. Yes'm. Let's go ahead and start this thing up, dude. So factory power is 99 horses. We'll see. With the engine's current condition, it might not even do much better than 99, but hopefully that cam is enough to bump them numbers up. Them's just rookie numbers. It's less. It really hit redline though. Thankfully, we can actually do quite a few things in the dyno room. We don't actually have to move this back to the car lifter. So I should stop calling it car lifter. That's just what the game calls it. I personally would call that a hoist. But yeah, it's all good. We're gonna open up the store, and rather than buying some, you know, measly factory parts, we don't want that crap. We don't want that. We're gonna come into the tuning shop, and we're gonna see if they have some upgraded spark plugs. They used to have those. I'm assuming, yes, they do still have those. So 4 of these. Will it help the overall tune? I'm not really sure, but we're gonna yoink out the existing ones, even though they were brand new, and we're gonna replace them with the performance spark plug. New plugs are in. Let's do another run, dude. This doesn't cost us anything to run it, right? God, I hope not. I mean, we bought it. We do own this equipment, so it should be okay. We'll see at the end. It's really loud, so I'll probably just cut till it's finished. Okay, yep, it's only just a little bit better. We made 1 horsepower more. So what else can we upgrade then? I guess we could do the air filter. What else would give us a decent performance boost? Let's start with the air filter and we'll kind of go from there again. So we'll take out that old one, and then the throttle would probably be a good thing to replace as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark that if they have a performance variant of it. Otherwise, we'll just be stuck with what we got. We could get a new fuel pump. We could also get a better fuel filter. Let's just do air filter and throttle for right now. And we'll come back and get more stuff if we need more power. All right, dude, we're running her again. Better, it's doing better. We're now at just 1 horsepower below factory. There's a couple of other things we can upgrade. Let's do the fuel stuff this time around. All right, this time for sure. And really quick, I'm gonna go into the inventory and just make sure we're selling all the 100% things. I don't see a real need to hang on to things. I really don't. I'm just like, if I'm not using it right now, sell it. Get rid of it. We need money more than we need just these random bits of equipment or bits of parts and stuff. All right, we'll run her 1 mo again. Hopefully this is the one, dude. Hey, plus 2 horsepower. Oh, tuning. Okay, so we increased it. Oh, from its original measured power, maybe. Not necessarily Well, no, that is a 10% increase. Never mind. Okay, I take back what I just said. We got a 2 horsepower gain and an additional 2 foot-pounds of torque. Not too bad. That's exactly what the customer wanted, so that's what we're giving them. Let's check the car status one last time before we say sayonara. Oh, wait. I gotta get a photo of it. Oh, in the new dyno room too, dude. Perfect. Okay, now I think we're ready to actually finish this order. So again, we started this out with like 28,000 buckaroonies. We spent 20 on the dyno alone, and we're now left with 8,200 buckaroonies. So we're gonna complete it. We'll see how much we get. 21. I was worried we weren't gonna make like any money on that deal, but 21 G's is nothing to be upset about. Let's go back over to our little hangout spot, our main shop here, and we're gonna take a peek at the toolbox just to see what all we got now. So we have 4 available skill points. I'm not even gonna mess with these lesser tier ones down there. I really just want to focus on these 4 up here. So we have the choice between Renovator, Fast Hands, Strong Arms, or Good Judgment. Good Judgment, I feel like not that important right now since we don't even have the option to go to the auctioneering area. Fast Hands would always be good. Strong Arms would always be good as well. And then Renovator, ability to fix parts from group 4. I don't know what that means. Increased chance of instant repair by 10%. This, I think, is important when we get the additional garage expansion, but we're not quite there yet. So I think I'm just gonna go Fast Hands for now. Hold to unlock. There we be. And last but not least, of course, we did get yet another case. So we're gonna crack her open, see what we get. We're still level 13 too, I might add. So, you know, some XP might be nice or whatever. Yeah, of course, we're not going to get any XP. I knew it, dude. I knew it. Or another case. All right, you guys, I think that's where we're going to wind down this episode at for today. But as always, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.